Hi guys, it's Brian Nelson with the Tactical Performance Center. We're going to talk a little bit about sling manipulation for 3-gun shooting. Now, with a 2-point sling, such as the Viking Tactics VTAC 2-point sling, you'll typically see them deployed with the support arm through, slinging in front of you. Generally, for most tactical sling users, the rifle's a primary weapon. So if they have to sling the gun, they're shooting a pistol for an emergency or they're doing some other task. It's different from what we do in 3-gun, where if I'm not using a rifle, my pistol or my shotgun are going to be my primary weapon at the time, and I need to perform very well with it. And what that means is with the rifle in front of me, it's kind of inhibiting access to my shoulder pocket. And as you can see, if I have any other gear on my front, like see shotgun caddies, I can't sling the rifle here. Yeah, added benefit of slinging in front like so is you get a little bit of a stability benefit from the sling tension. But for 3-gun, the way I like to sling a rifle is simply, instead of putting my support arm through, I thread my strong arm through, keep it behind my back. Now I have full unfettered access to the front of my body for equipment, for pistols, and it's not really in my way. Now, you'll notice a couple things. First of all, I use a retention holster. The reason being is, if I'm shooting my rifle before I shoot my pistol, and I unsling, I'm pulling on the bottom of the pistol, and that could pull it out of a non-retention holster and get me DQ'd. Or if I fall over and this 8 to 12 pound weight shifts forward, it could also pull a gun out. I seem like I'm belaboring that point. I've been DQ'd once or twice for it. So I basically always use a retention holster for 3-gun now, especially if I need a sling. Getting to the actual dismount of the sling. There's 2 ways to do it. You can run it fairly tight like I am now, and you can pull the rifle out over the handgun, but you'll notice I can't really get the gun into my shoulder very well here. It's pretty tight and constricted. So what I have to do at this point is I pull the rifle around by grabbing the handguard in front of the magazine well, grip the handguard with my left hand about where I'm going to shoot it, and I just pull my elbow out from under, thread it through the sling, and now I've just basically created a neck loop. And if I need to dump the gun, it's very easy. I put it on safe, sling goes over my head, gun goes in the bucket. That's how to do it if you want to have a fairly tight sling. The reason you want to run a sling tighter is you're running over longer distance, maybe you're shooting a match where you have to shoot a shotgun kneeling, you don't want the muzzle dragging around in the dirt, hanging up on stuff. But if the rifle's the last gun I shoot, and I can afford to run a slightly looser sling, I will simply choke it out. This works on any quick adjust sling like this, a Vickers sling, the VTAC sling. Run it a little looser so that for me to get the rifle into the stage, all I have to do is reach back, grab my pistol grip, much like drawing a pistol in fact, pull the rifle up and around and into my shoulder, and all of a sudden, now if I need to charge the gun or load the gun, I have to do that, but it's just another quarter second cut off my stage time. That quarter second could be the difference between a stage win and a second place finish. So I just wanted to add a note about the retention holsters I use and their relationship with the slings. Now I mentioned I prefer the Safariland ALS because, as you can see, if I fall, if I trip, or if I start pulling the rifle around and I get snagged on the gun grip, it's not coming up. It'll hang up, it'll snag, it'll be slow, but by golly, that gun's not coming out of there. And yes, I just used the term by golly. But if I take, say, a Safariland 578, which is a grip locking system, and I do the same thing, check this out. Oops, DQ'd. I'm not a big fan of them for 3-gun. They're a great holster and they fit a lot of guns. They're great for that, but what happened there is because it's a grip locking system, the way I slung the gun, the sling pulled up, hit this lever, and popped the gun out. Left it on the ground. So, if you're going to use a GLS holster or a non-retention holster in general with a sling, my suggestion would be that you run it in the conventional support side through, muzzle up behind you. And then when you do need to unsling the rifle, any match rules where you're going to use a sling, unsling it like that. Yeah, you muzzle the whole world, but per the match rules, it doesn't matter. Kind of sucks. It's slower in my opinion, but you won't risk getting DQ'd because your pistol came out. I'm Brian Nelson with the Tactical Performance Center. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our videos if you think they're worthwhile. And if you got any questions, feel free to message us.